I 25F emotionally cheated on my husband 27M 9 months ago, and this week he ghosted me with limited contact. Hi, please excuse my scattered and messy writing as I haven't been able to sleep or eat since he left. I am really sorry if anything is repetitive or unclear, and I will happily clarify anything that seems off. Thank you for reading. Last year I emotionally cheated on my husband with someone I met online. Person is now cut off. I am not justifying my actions, but it occurred after I quit my job and was isolated from my husband and others. My husband is self-studying his way into a new field and has been since roughly the start of 2022. Previously we spent most of our time together with our shared hobbies, and it wasn't uncommon for us to spend 24 hours a day together before we moved from our families. He and I are best friends, and we knew everything about each other. For a long time we only had each other. I hate that I hurt him like this, and I had no idea the toll it was currently taking on him, as I thought we were both okay with moving past it after talking extensively. I wish we could be been honest with each other, and maybe things wouldn't be so damaged now. I told him as soon as I recognized there was something brewing in my brain with this new person, and I made the mistake of taking him at his word that he didn't care if I had a crush or flirted with this person. In hindsight I should have blocked this person from the get-go. Everything was purely online. They were never anything special to me, and I had only gotten sucked into this person due to loneliness. I had another instance of this happening in 2021 with a friend, and I never acted on anything and was once again completely honest about my feelings to my husband from the start. My crush on this friend lasted only a few months, and I think that's why we both assumed this new crush wouldn't be a problem. In essence, my emotional affair consisted of sharing hobbies with this person, flirting, messaging together on social media, and eventually me sending pictures weeks down the line greenlit by my husband, who found it erotic. I allowed my husband to view the messages during the first week or two, as I felt I had nothing to hide and nothing intimate took place. Everything blew up one night when I found him searching through the messages, which caused me to flip my lid. I was more embarrassed than anything, as the person and I had established pet names for each other and occasionally sent hearts and emojis to each other. There was a lot of back and forth after this, and we even considered trying polyamory again. He was also interested, but nothing ever panned out. I ended up cutting this person off as they had no interest in poly and wanted my husband out of the picture, which is absolutely not what I wanted. The pictures and talk of poly happened due to mine and my husband's interest, and the crush being seemingly okay with it until we found out they had ulterior motives. As for the ghosting, my husband had been packing his things carefully for a few days, and I had noticed but thought nothing of it, as he had excuses made up. This happened due to us having a conversation about the emotional affair and my mental health issues the night before, which I thought went well until I found out he was concealing his true feelings. He packed his computer things and told me it was temporary as he was seeking a new desk. I thought that made sense, as the desk was way small for a guy his size and with how many things he had on it. I offered to buy him a new desk and he declined, as he wanted to seek something second-hand again, not out of the usual. Either that day or the day before, I knocked one of our suitcases down and it hit the floor with a thud. I wish I checked inside, but I was preoccupied with feeding foster animals I'm caring for. Before he left, he playfully teased me and told me I should occupy myself with a hobby we share and that he'd join me shortly. I noticed him moving his stuff around while I was distracted, but I stupidly chalked it up to him making space for his new desk he was buying. I remember he gave me one last glance before walking out of our room. From there, I was able to check our outdoor cameras to see him carrying his work things, a suitcase, and his desktop. After that, everything came flooding into my head. He asked for an heirloom of his. He asked if we had any other important documents laying around. He repaid borrowed money with the message, "I can always make more. You can't, I'm still unemployed while we find our footing," as his job transferred and mine didn't. Since he left, we've texted here and there, with most of the message being on my end. I stupidly went through the 5 stages of grief in our texts after finding out what happened, which led him to write me a very corporate "bye, I wish you all the best" message. I broke down and apologized, and he spoke to me a little more, this time with his usual writing style. There wasn't much dialogue, but he urged me to take care of myself and we had a few minutes of small talk. I still don't know where he is, and he has said he doesn't know if he will come back. I've asked to meet in person or call so we can talk, but my requests are dodged. Not an excuse for my past behavior. I will make this relevant. Please stay with me. I've struggled with mental health issues since childhood, and this fiasco led me to finally seeking a secondary diagnosis. The instance in 2021 happened after I suffered a hypomanic episode from antidepressants, which led to my psychiatrist ADHD depression specialist giving me a half-assed bipolar DX and firing me. After that I hadn't given a lot of thought to seeking help again, as I was afraid to spill my guts and be seen as too damaged to save. My next site gave me a laundry list of DXs, most prominently being BPD and later on BP2 after more trials with antidepressants. The reason I'm including this is because although it's 50-50 if my husband will come back to me, I am unsure how to proceed from here, as he inadvertently confirmed my fears that I'm unlovable, bad, will be abandoned. Part of me, the BPD talking here, wants to splash water on the remaining embers of our relationship so I can feel some semblance of control, or to also save him from being with me in the event he comes back. I can't bear to let him go, and I'm spiraling from this radio silence. I am off my medication and have been considering admitting myself to a hospital as I suffer from suicidal ideation and have attempted as a child. I already know I'm a stupid asshole for what I did, and I probably threw away the best thing to ever happen to me. I started medication to prevent idiocy and was looking into DBT, dialectal behavioral therapy, for borderline personality disorder until we moved countries and lost our health insurance. Stuff just didn't pan out for us that well in regards to me seeking help, i.e. prescriptions not transferring, walk-in clinics not being able to write my scripts, but I am absolutely not adverse to it and I know I have an illness. Extra context: we have been together since 2015, married 4 years, no children, no shared property, and only have a car along with personal belongings and 2 pets. My family and I are sponsoring him to live in my country since April, and he is supposed to be living with us. No, I don't intend to interfere with his status regardless of the outcome. TLDR: husband ghosted me this week over an emotional affair that happened 9 months ago, and I want outside opinions on if this seems fixable from both ends. We have talked extensively about it, but it seems he has feelings he has hidden from me. How can we rebuild our relationship, and how should I proceed from here? He says he wants space, but I am spiraling without contact.